Hi, everyone. This is Lisa with Lawmax's Allegedly podcast. Vaping. Have you heard of it? It's actually been around for a little over 10 years from my research. And while people in my generation, if you are one of those who are trying to kick the cigarette habit, I myself never picked up that habit. But you don't see as many cigarette smokers anymore, unless they are actually doing it behind closed doors. There is almost nowhere that you can smoke in public, not even in the bathrooms, like the girls in high school back in my day. And as the years progressed, you were at least asked to go outside of the facility that you were vacating now that isn't even permitted. So I guess the only public spot would be the inside of your car. Well, cigarettes were always unhealthy, and what they did to our lungs, and of course what they did to the person who was standing next to the person smoking. But now there is something that appeals to a more younger generation. And companies that market this vape pens knew what they were doing to draw the unsuspecting in just to pick these pens up. They come in different colors. So let's talk about that. These vape pens come in many different colors for a reason. It appeals to females, especially because of the colors. Colors has a tendency to affect human behavior and emotion. So if you notice that we are in a culture where, just like with cigarettes back in the day, you now have people finding it attractive to not only carry the pen, but to congregate in a social setting with look of carrying one. And companies that market these pens design them to look harmless. The dangers of vaping. Vaping has side effects, are coughing, dry mouth, nausea, dizziness, headaches, shortness of breath. Vaping products, electronic cigarettes or e-cigarettes, are devices that heat a liquid into an aerosol that is inhaled, breathed in, into the lungs. These devices are commonly called vapes, mods, e-hookahs, sub-ohms, tank systems, and vape pens. They may all look a bit different, but work in similar ways. The liquid, sometimes referred to as e-juice, in a vape product contains a combination of ingredients, usually including nicotine, the highly addictive drug found in tobacco products, propylene glycol, vegetable glycerin, and flavoring. Many of these substances are considered safe for ingestion, eating. However, when these liquids are heated, they create new chemicals that may not be safe to inhale. For example, the heating process can create chemicals like formaldehyde and other contaminants such as nickel, tin, and aluminum. What are the health effects of vaping? Anytime we breathe in anything other than medication or fresh air into our lungs, there is a potential to cause harm. Vaping is no different. We are still collecting more research to fully understand the long-term health effects to inform Canadians. But at this point, we do already know that there is harm connected to vaping. Nicotine dependence. Vaping products contain large amounts of nicotine, which is a highly addictive drug. For instance, 1 Juul pod. Juul is one brand name of a vaping product, has the same amount of nicotine as 20 cigarettes, approximately 1 pack. This means people may develop dependence quickly, and it may even increase your chances of smoking traditional cigarettes. Negative lung health effects of tobacco use include worsening of existing lung conditions, lung cancer, and COPD, among others. Short-term symptoms. Individuals should watch for signs of cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, nausea, vomiting, and/or diarrhea. These may be signs of lung damage. If you are experiencing these symptoms, seek medical attention. Lung disease. Vaping can make asthma and other existing lung diseases worse. Breathing in the harmful chemicals from vaping products can cause irreversible, cannot-be-cured lung damage, lung disease, and, in some cases, death. Some chemicals in vaping products can also cause cardiovascular disease and biological changes that are associated with cancer development. This Lawmax is Allegedly. I am Lisa, your host. Good night.